Welcome back. You are at the right place. My name is Ireneoira, and today we want to learn something that happens within the society. So, most of us have heard people call other women who are trying to get pregnant and probably have miscarriages. Those women who are able to carry pregnancy but are not able to carry the pregnancy to term. I'll be talking about those women that are not able to carry pregnancy for a very long time, or rather, for all the time that they're going to be on this earth. So those women that are able to conceive but are not able to give birth to a live child, what we call stillbirth. So you find that all these women are not body shamed. So you find that all these women are somehow community shamed for not being able to bring forth a child. Some of them are branded to be in a cult. Some are branded to having sold their children's soul to the devil. Some of them are branded barren. Some of them are gossiped here and there and somehow discriminated, especially by the family, the neighbors, the friends. I mean, all those people that are around this kind of people. Not knowing that it could be they have really no control over what's happening to them, because I believe every person who is in a marriage or any person who chooses to want to conceive has the right intention to conceive. So it's really not good to talk about women who are struggling with childbearing, putting in mind that we really don't know what they are going through. We don't know their struggles. We don't know what they've been up to, because something like miscarriage, it's something that oftentimes goes unnoticed by friends, colleagues, even by family members. The only people who are able to for sure tell that this person had a miscarriage or is having or experiencing several instances of miscarriage is probably the doctor, the husband, and the lady herself. So it's really not good to point fingers or to keep talking or keep questioning, when are you bringing forth a child? When are you giving us a grandchild? When are you bringing children to be playing in the house? We want noise around the house. It's really not good to keep pressuring women, especially who are within the childbearing ages, because we totally don't understand what they're passing through. So in most instances, it is something that they really cannot control. Some of them even could be they don't understand what's happening to their bodies. That's why I'm here today, to enlighten the society, to enlighten you, my viewer, and also to enlighten someone who might be going through these challenges, knowingly or unknowingly. So this brings us to the topic of Rhesus factor. So this is one of the causes of that really plays around with fertility in women. So what's Rhesus factor? In simple terms, Rhesus factor is a blood protein. So you find that there are people who have blood protein and some don't have blood protein. So these people that have the blood protein, they are termed to be Rhesus positive. The people who don't have the blood protein are termed to be Rhesus negative. So you find that if your blood group, let's say O positive, so you have the protein. If your blood group O negative, you don't have the protein. So terming you as Rhesus positive and Rhesus negative. So we have blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and O. So you find that if you are A positive, it means that you have the Rhesus factor. if your blood, say, B negative, it means that you don't have the Rhesus factor. O positive, you have the Rhesus factor. O negative, you don't have Rhesus factor. So Rhesus factor is the blood protein. Okay, so how can you tell your Rhesus factor? This is simply by having a blood test. So you find that in pregnancy, mostly, when you conceive, you'll find that the doctor, the gynae, or the nurse is going to request for a blood test. So they're going to take a blood sample, run through a test, and then to just make sure that to just find out your Rhesus factor. This is crucial because if you are Rhesus negative and you carry a child of Rhesus positive, and this Rhesus positive is mostly from the person responsible for the pregnancy. So if you are a woman and you're Rhesus negative, your husband has a Rhesus positive. So say the husband is O positive, you are O negative. So you find that in this instance, chances are you might conceive a baby with a positive Rhesus factor. So for you, the lady who is Rhesus negative, conceives a baby of Rhesus positive blood, so you will experience what we call Rhesus incompatibility. What is this Rhesus incompatibility? So the Rhesus incompatibility is whereby the baby's blood and the mother's blood are not the same. Are not the same in terms of the Rhesus factor. The woman being a Rhesus negative and you carry a child, you conceive a child who is Rhesus positive, you find that you will experience a condition called Rhesus incompatibility because there's that difference of the Rhesus factor in your blood. So this Rhesus incompatibility can be dangerous to the baby. So that's where the topic of Rhesus factor now in broad comes in. Okay, so when the woman is not sensitized about the Rhesus factor, so you find that it's going to be dangerous to the fetus that this woman is carrying. Well, I'm going to tackle on Rhesus incompatibility and sensitization in a bit. So let's go back. How is a woman exposed to this Rhesus factor? The woman can be exposed in so many ways. Number one can be through pregnancy. 2 can be blood transfusion. 3, it can be through abortion. 4, it can be through any procedure that could be done to the fetus that he is carrying during pregnancy. She can be exposed through miscarriage. She can be exposed during childbirth. And she can be exposed through any injury during pregnancy. So generally, the exposure to the Rhesus positive is when there is any leakage between the blood of the mother and the blood of the unborn child.